Hey, what's up, y'all? So I really wanted to bypass and bring this whole thing to you as soon as possible because we got some serious things to talk about when it comes to WandaVision episode 5. But happy Black History Month, and before I dive into any of those details, please be sure to like, share, and of course subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. And without further and or possible ado, let's kind of just dive into today's video. Bruh, WandaVision episode 5 is out of control. I mean that, like, it's literally out of control. But we're gonna break this down. We're gonna talk about it. So I did a little quick video literally immediately after I saw it, and I was just like, yo, I had to talk about it. I had to get it off my chest. My mind was just like, nah, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We have to. But I kind of went over the gist of most of the stuff, that Wanda is actually manipulating reality. Her powers are actually growing. But this video is going to be about how she possibly gave Monica her powers. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not talk about too much or overwhelm you. Let me just stick on topic with this. So we already know for a guaranteed fact from I think the 4th episode, that the Hex was giving off a huge amount of cosmic radiation. Now, if you pay attention, more or less, radiation, and even the reference in episode 5 when she's saying how Wanda got her abilities, Wanda's powers came from the radiation that created the Mind Stone, the very same Mind Stone that was attached to Vision for pretty much most of his life up until this point. So what does that mean? One thing we know about the Mind Stone is that the Infinity Stones individually still had the capabilities of mutating other people, as well as bestowing other people with abilities if they were exposed to it for extended period of times. So even though Wanda Maximoff and her brother Pietro was like the two that we officially saw developed abilities, we do know that even Hydra, when it came to Captain America, was able to develop weapons with the infinite energy that the Space Stone was giving off when it was still in the Tesseract. So what does this mean for Monica Rambeau? Wanda has the same pretty much identical energy that's coming off of the Mind Stone, the same Mind Stone that gave her powers. And you already see how powerful Wanda is, and you already saw like what she was able to do in Endgame, what she's been able to do since her arrival in Ultron. You know that she is just a powerhouse. Now that same radiation, just like how it was exposed to her and how she was able to develop powers and they're still growing, the fact of the matter is, in episode 5, we saw that Monica Rambeau was testing out to make sure that she was good, to make sure that, you know, she wasn't experiencing any residual effects of being in that bubble. And if you saw the agent, one of the agents who were there testing her, not Darcy or not Jimmy Woo, but another agent who's kind of just, I guess, a fill-in character, just someone who was working in the med bay, they were saying that even though they'd taken tests on her, for some reason readings weren't coming back on her status. Even though physically she seemed like she was okay, they weren't able to get any readings off of her physically. Her clothes they were able to get, readings off of, but they were not able to get anything on her. It was nothing good, it was nothing bad, meaning there's something going on with her right now. And even though right now it may be dormant, I think if she goes in there a second time, which she is planning to do, I think that's what's going to give her enough of the cosmic radiation to give her the powers that we know that she's going to get at some point in the future. Now, to be clear on the test was specifically designed when she came out of that whole hex, was designed to make sure that she was either completely healthy or that she was completely contaminated, or anything in between in terms of like, is she a little bit contaminated, or is she like, for the most part healthy with a little bit of, cosmic radiation or extreme levels of cosmic radiation, but not lethal. They weren't able to get any kind of readings on her, and there was nothing wrong with the equipment. So there's something going on with her. She's going to develop her powers, and I think Scarlet Witch is the main reason why her powers are going to be able to manifest. She used the same energy that gave her powers. The Mind Stone gave Scarlet Witch, and the Scarlet Witch is basically going to give Monica Rambeau her powers for being inside of the Hex, passing through that dimensional barrier in which she's creating in order to make this reality that she's actually making. Because we do know she's manipulating matter on an atomic level. It is confirmed that she's taking matter as we know it and then turning it and morphing it into whatever she sees fit. She's doing this, and her powers are growing. So it's pretty much, it's a matter of when they decide to show that Monica has developed some sort of abilities, and I'm pretty sure it could be the reason why the Hex chose her. Her subconscious is kind of trying to do something because it trusts Monica and knows her intentions. Even though Wanda is aware that her subconscious is doing this, it's still somehow like as if Wanda still isn't aware of the purpose of her subconscious, because in the episode she was kind of saying something that kind of makes her a hypocrite. She was telling her children not to run away from grief, but that's exactly what she's doing. But I think her mind is trying to negate that. It's trying to fix it. But I think Monica is going to be a part of that equation. But regardless of that fact, we know, at least we can highly speculate, that her transitioning through the bubble, the fact that she couldn't get any readings back on Monica Rambeau, is a good sign that we're going to see her powers coming to the screen real soon. So let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're going to be covering WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. If Falcon and Winter Soldier is even a little bit or halfway as good as WandaVision is turning out to be right now, then we're going to be in a for a ride 2021, because WandaVision is doing well. I'm expecting great things from Falcon and Winter Soldier. We have some movies that are coming out from the MCU. We're just going to be in for a real long ride this year. So let me know in the comments, and I hope to see y'all real soon. Peace.